I am the president of AFSCME Local 2440. I am a 35-year-old mother of 2 sons, and I have been employed with Scott County Health and Human Services for the past 7.5 years. Shortly after I began working at Scott County, my husband and I began to discuss starting family. After meeting with my benefits coordinator at work, I immediately started worrying about how I would be able to afford having a baby. I was told that our agency believed that mothers needed to quote-unquote plan for a baby, and that we did not have a paid maternity leave. She advised me to save up as much PTO as possible and finally explained FMLA since I was my health insurance carrier for my family. I did not take vacation for 2 years. I put money into a savings account every month. It was my hope to save enough money to pay for my insurance deductibles after birth, as well as have enough money to pay for my leave once my PTO ran out. However, in addition to my unpaid time, I would also accrue bills for my insurance premiums, so I needed to make sure I paid for that as well. I gave birth on July 17th, 2017. My son was born 5 weeks early. After his delivery, he was immediately rushed to Children's Hospital Minneapolis, and he was placed in the neonatal intensive care unit. He received care at Children's for 2 weeks before he was discharged and able to come home. While I planned to save money to pay for my insurance deductibles, it didn't mean much as we had reached our out-of-pocket maximum. This dramatically impacted my remaining savings. Scott County told me that I needed to plan for a baby. How do you plan for an emergency, though? How do you plan for premature birth? The precious time I had hoped to be with my baby was cut short because of his premature birth. We ended up spending that time in the NICU. During the most critical time, I needed to be bonding with my baby, but I was forced to return to work. We had exhausted our savings to cover the cost of his medical bills and my unpaid leave. I remember sleepless nights in the hospital wondering if I should even return to work. I did return to work, but I vowed that this would never happen again to me. It took me 4 more years to save enough money and PTO so that we could even consider having another baby. My second boy was just born on April 25th, 2021. We didn't want 4 years between our children, but it was my only hope if I actually wanted to take 3 months of a maternity leave. I am now 35, and I don't have 4 more years to save for another child. So this is where my maternity nightmare ends. I am blessed with 2 beautiful, healthy sons, but I wish that we as a society planned more value on the time mothers and fathers spend with their newborn children. I implore you to work towards a paid family leave in Minnesota that will allow both parents the freedom to bond and care for their new babies, whether through birth or adoption, without fear of lost wages, lost PTO, or lost job security. When we begin to prioritize and value the family bonding at birth, we will produce better workers, more secure children, and a society that recognizes the value of the American family. Thank you for your time and your consideration and attention.